Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Chapter 14 of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, titled Cornelius Fudge. So we start off with Harry, Hermione, and Ron talking about what Harry learned in Riddle's diary, and coming to the conclusion that, hey, it's not that far-fetched, because they could just see Hagrid, finding out about a little creature being trapped and wanting to go see it, which is funny because it's exactly not what happened. But I just love that there was enough suspicion of Hagrid that they could be like, yeah, that's plausible. There's enough evidence for Hagrid that, that's plausible. But also they know Hagrid, so they're just like not believing it. I think it's Ron who brings up that Harry found him in Nocturne Alley, but he's like, no, it's just for the flesh-eating slug repellent. Of course, they decide that they're not going to confront him until there's another attack, which, no. I get it. You want to give Hagrid the benefit of the doubt, but there's been like 4 attacks already. If you suspect that someone, you know who it is, you need to confront the guy. You need to go to Dumbledore about it. And Dumbledore, knowing it's not Hagrid, would give them the assurance that, no, Hagrid, it isn't Hagrid. But they don't do it. They, let it go. I swear, half the series would have been ended if they just went to adults. But I guess, maybe it's because all the adults in Harry's pre-Hogwarts life kind of failed him. What with, the abuse and the wonderful cover done in the stairs. And the fact that they did go to McGonagall in first year, it didn't really go well. So I guess, they all kind of have a lack of trust and authority. So there's no attack for 4 months, and it's, of course, because Harry has the diary, but oopsie fucksies. The diary gets taken, which makes them realize that it's someone from Gryffindor, which is a wild way to go around, because they were just in Slytherin's common room. So, it's very there's 99% chance that it is a Gryffindor, but, 1% chance. That's 1% chance. They didn't find the diary in Gryffindor. They found it in Myrtle's bathroom. So, yeah, whatever. So, the Gryffindor versus Hufflepuff Quidditch game gets canceled because there's been a double attack. No, first, Harry hears the voice, rip, tear, kill, and Harry's the only one to hear it, which makes Hermione, have her eureka moment. I kind of wish, she'd have told them what the eureka moment was about, because she just dipped, and they're like, where's Hermione go? Where do Hermione's go anyway? Where do Hermione's go? The library, of course. So, the game gets canceled, and McGonagall pulls Harry away and sends everybody up to Gryffindor Tower, but she lets Ron stay, which, yeah, it was Hermione that was petrified, along with the prefect, Penelope Clearwater. So they're in the common room, and they're all talking. Well, not Percy, though. Percy's shocked, and that's because, he and Clearwater are dating, but, Fred just thinks Percy's probably shocked that he didn't think a prefect would actually get attacked. Yeah. So, they end up finally going to Hagrid, and he comes out pointing a crossbow at them, which I'm like, dude, you're expecting the Oars to come, and you're going to point a crossbow at him? You're already looking at some bad charges right there, my friend. As resisting arrest is not going to look good on the record. But, whatever. Of course, 0.0 seconds after getting there, someone else arrives, so they huddle in the corner under Harry's invisibility cloak. It's Dumbledore. And he comes with Cornelius Fudge, and they're arresting Hagrid, which, honestly, they should have done this the first time they were attacked. I was watching through the Gryffindor podcast from Super Carlin Brothers, and they mentioned that This, Cornelius Fudge is just turned down from book 5, where he wasn't wanting to break the status quo, and it's the truth. It really is the truth. If he wanted to do something, he would have arrested Hagrid after the first attack, because Hagrid was already arrested for it. Just arrest him again. When another attack happens, it's not our guy, or interrogate. There's just, come on. And the only reason he's doing it is so he can be seen to be seen doing something, you know. What is he? We got to be seen to be doing something, which is like, politicians speak for, we got to be seen doing something or else they're not going to vote for us. So, anyway, Lucius Malfoy comes out and says that Dumbledore's getting fired because of the governors, and Hagrid says, and how many of them did you threaten? And the answer is all of them. He threatened all of them. Dumbledore says that he's not really going to be gone. He will always be there for those who need his help, which, while looking at Harry and Ron in the corner, which, it had just been funny as hell if he didn't actually know where they were. He suspected they were there, but he was looking in a completely different corner, so they was like, the hell he's looking at the corner for? Meanwhile, he's trying to be all mysterious. Then, as Hagrid's taken away, he tells Ron and Harry, if you want to know what's going on, follow the spiders. As Cornelius Fudge looks on in amazement, follow the spiders? The hell are you talking about? Dumbledore's talking to the corner about how he'll always be there for Hogwarts, and now this guy's screaming at the corner to follow the spiders. Gods, I gotta get out of here before I start telling the corner to vote for me. So, yeah, that's how the chapter ends. He also says, somebody take care of, Fang. Yeah. So, overall, this chapter wasn't my favorite overall. It was a good one, though, so I'm gonna give it maybe a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.